Welcome back, everybody. 7 minutes for seniors. This is our fifth and final segment. We hope you guys have enjoyed the other four segments here with Memory Lane. This last segment, I always like to preface this. I don't like to dwell on the past. So, like at the end of the day, I've already kind of debriefed about my day and everything like that. So, usually the end of the day is more for me thinking about tomorrow, right? What's going on tomorrow. So these questions are more about forecasting and stuff like that. So, first of all, who would you want to meet professionally or personally? And you can say both. We've already decided that Jesus is on the table. Dead people, alive people, anybody you want to meet, either personally or professionally or both. Who would you want to meet?
I'm a deeply religious and faithful person. I'm Catholic, and so probably Pope Francis if I had to, take some time. And I've gone to Italy. We've
Is that the gentleman who's currently the Pope? Okay,
So,
all right.
So we
he seems pretty cool. Like
he's a cool dude.
he's
a
come
cool
out with
dude.
some interesting.
We were out there with Pope Benedict was Pope. We went on a pilgrimage with our church in Kansas City with a bunch of other people. So that was a lot of fun. So I'd say that. Probably that more than anything else. But yeah, professionally, I think in my younger years, when I was younger and I produced a lot of sports. I produced the Dan Marino show, the Jimmy Johnson show, and so I was around a lot of top athletes, and so that's kind of worn off now.
Right.
And so I don't really aspire to say, man, I've got to meet somebody, or I've got to do something. I just want to be the best that I can be for today, which is the only thing that's been nothing's been guaranteed to us, but tomorrow's not guaranteed. So try to be the very best person I can be today. As long as I'm breathing.
Well, if anybody can hook up the meeting between him and Pope Francis, make it happen. Who knows?
Exactly.
You never know who you know, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
I love it.
There you go.
I think mine would be my grandmother when she was a little younger.
Right.
Growing up as a young.
Like before you were around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she died.
Right.
And I would love to see known her when she was younger. Maybe like teenager into her 20s, 30s. I think that would have been awesome.
Yeah. I think everybody would want to know what their grandparents were like when they were younger.
Yeah.
Right.
You dealt, and we first started dating there when her grandmother eventually
had Alzheimer's.
Right.
Oh wow.
And that's why I'm walking this year with the Alzheimer's Association walk. I'm on the committee for that. And
when is that walk?
November
Share that
9th.
information.
November 9th. Save the date. November 9th. Where you can go to alz.org, sign up a team or join a team. It's
easy. I know Al wants to raise $500,000 here in Jacksonville.
Yes,
right?
He does.
Yep. Hopefully we can get that together.
Yeah, we're working on it.
And
we're working on it.
And what we were talking about earlier, with your company, with what you do, her grandmother lived alone for 17 years, 18.
Yeah, my sister finally
at home.
Yeah.
And
the last year of her life, my sister moved in with her.
Yeah.
But she was a happy person all the way to the end, so that was really peaceful. For us.
And usually, when it comes to a cognitive disability like that, it doesn't lead to a lot of physical disabilities. Usually they're able to move around and everything like that. You just got to keep them directed in the right direction.
That's exactly
keep them from doing things they shouldn't.
And remembering to do certain things.
That was the perfect. That's exactly what describes her.
Okay, so now the forecasting part. Where do you see yourself or your business in 5 years?
There's a hope of possibly franchising Memory Lane. And
I love the name. It's definitely franchisable.
And so there's always been there's no options really in a lot of major cities, not just Jacksonville. But just in a lot of major cities. We get people from Orlando, we get people from Lake City, we get people from Atlanta. There's just not a lot of options for this kind of. We're the only brick and mortar in Northeast Florida that offers this service. A couple people do it out of their homes, but there's no other brick and mortar. So when we bought the business and rebranded, one of the things was let's prove that it works. Let's prove that there's a profit here. Let's prove that we can make a business model. And and then let's dab into. So I haven't quite gotten to that stage of looking into it. That's probably going to be next year.
Okay.
In 2025, starting to look into that possibility and branching out a little bit.
Because that would put you guys 5 years into ownership.
Yeah, well, that would put us three years into ownership.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah, 3 years into ownership.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen overnight. You know, I mean, we're going to start looking into it.
Yeah.
Get with the right people. You know, and then go from there. Our biggest challenge are machines. You know, as you can see behind us, right?
Yeah.
We've got, you know, nobody makes them anymore.
Right.
You know, so I mean, so you really have got to find them, B, refurbish them,
right,
and then keep them maintained. I mean, you know, so I mean, that's probably one of the biggest things is, you know.
Is there anything with tubes back there?
Yeah, well, no, those small monitors, those are old small monitors up there.
Yeah,
but no, we don't. No tubes.
All right.
But as we progress, as well as for us anyway, is offering more. Like we've just added digital frames.
Okay.
To where people can come in and, you know, digitize their video, but then if they want to buy a digital frame,
they just put it on the frame.
We'll do all of that for them. You know, they can buy a frame. So maybe branching out a little bit more on what we offer on a retail space. You know, for this.
That's a good idea
for this particular industry. So that's how I see us growing over the next few years. So that's an exciting part of what we're doing.
And then where are you in 10 years?
Retired. I'm
giving back.
I'm
volunteering.
5 weeks away from 60. So so I'd say in 10 years, you know, there's 100 memory lanes around the country, and I'm just kind of shaking hands and visiting franchises.
Where are you living?
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Florida.
See us. Yeah, I don't see us.
If it gets hotter, we'll have to think about it. But that's my only concern right now. But I'd like to be in 5 or 10 years, just give back. I'd like to be out there volunteering 100%, volunteering and just giving back and go and work with some grandmas. Just going to be there for some grandmas and helping them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a real pleasure talking to you guys today. I hope you guys have enjoyed them.
Thank you so much.
This is you guys are easily one of my favorite products that walks into the senior meetings, because it's not about you're a senior and you need this service. It's really more about sharing those memories that these people made back in the day with older technology, and a way that the younger generations can see what, like you were talking about, going back to when your grandmother was a teenager. You know, that's an opportunity for a lot of people because of what you do, and it's really cool. And you guys blessed me. Well, this business blessed me and my family many years ago with that ability. And I love coming here and seeing my life come full circle after living off of Bay Meadows, and now being able to come here and talk to you guys. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Chris.
No, awesome.
Really appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. This has been 7 Minutes for Seniors. We hope you guys have a great day. Take care.